This is a quick guide to stage 1 of the Greenbelt Relay. Stage 1 starts off by Hampton Court Palace on the barge walk that you can see here right by the river. We ask you to follow marshals until you're safely across the road, so do please do that. There's plenty of time to let rip after that point. So we come off the barge walk, we then, guided by the marshals, cross the road via the crossing. We got our timing just right on this one. And we cross Hampton Court Bridge. At the end of Hampton Court Bridge we turn right, and then after that is really very straightforward running for the next 4 miles all the way to Walton Bridge just along the towpath. These are our two stage record holders in 2005. When you get to about 3.5 miles you come to a fork in the towpath. So there's a little footbridge that you see to the right. We've just gone past Sunbury Lock here. There's a little footbridge to the right, just ignore that. The towpath actually carries on along the river, but it's actually quicker to take the cycle path to your left. Although you will have to duck through this little bit of fence to get back onto the towpath because the cycle path for some reason is blocked there. Now when we get to nearly 5 miles at Walton Bridge, this is what you can see. This is the runner's eye view here. So you pass under Walton Bridge, and we're looking to cross the river here, but the first thing we do is go under the bridge. We then turn left onto basically a little road that goes up to the bridge. So along there, around onto the pavement, along there, and then this is where you swing onto the bridge itself. So that's reasonably straightforward, but don't forget to cross the river. And then at 5.1 miles after the bridge, we bear left onto Walton Lane. Now, there are a few turns to do through Shepperton before we get to the river here. The first is here. We run across the grass and round to the left. You're right next to the river here. There's very little pavement here, so you need to be careful. And then the next turn is this one that you can see here at 5.6 miles, which is the turn into Shepperton. So round on the pavement, you've got a cricket ground to your left. You run past a sign saying "Welcome to Old Shepperton," and that's what you can see here. Now that takes you in through Old Shepperton. This is some of it here, some nice pubs and nice church there. It does a few sweeps round to the right and left, but basically you stay on this road until you get to the next turning, which is into Ferry Lane at 6.5 miles. Ferry Lane is signposted with a cycle path, and this takes us back down to the river, which we're then going to follow for the whole of the rest of the stage. Now the first bit you need to negotiate is just past Shepperton Lock. This is me coming towards Shepperton Lock here. You come round on this road and you stay on this road, so don't be tempted to cross over the lock or onto the lock island. Just stay on this road, so it goes through a car park, and here, once you pass the lock, we're then onto the towpath. This is the very start of the towpath here, and then once you're on this towpath, we're going to follow that towpath all the way to the finish of the race. So that's pretty straightforward from this point on. So I'm not going to show you too much here. 8.6 miles. We run under Chertsey Bridge, and you should have a drink station there. And then this is what the only remaining bit is when you actually get into Staines. There's a little jink here which you need to be aware of. So the towpath very briefly joins the road. You go under the railway bridge. And as soon as you're under the railway bridge, you're looking for an iron gate on your left to take you back to the towpath, which is what you can see here. It's good to know about this because that's actually quite a hard one for us to mark. There's nowhere obvious for us to put arrows or sawdust, and it's not very easy to park around there either. So there in the background there you can see Staines Bridge, which is right by the finish, and this is a quick film of the finish from last year's race. So that's stage 1. Good luck with that.
Well done. Oh, that's your race winner.
Thank
well
you.
done.